Hello guys, welcome again to Food Braggers Network. I hope you've been watching all the videos that I've posted for you so far and trying out my recipes. Today I'm going to make what I call dirty pizza. I'm going to start by making my pizza dough. This is unique because this is my own version. I'm going to use all-purpose flour, granulated onion, I'm using feta cheese, black pepper, here is nutritional yeast, and of course localized salt. You can use any kind of salt that you like. And one of my favorite ingredients, crumbled bacon. That is just to make the dough, and then later on when I'm ready to make the entire pizza after the dough is ready, then I'll show us the other ingredients that I'm going to use. And of course, since I like pepper a whole lot, I'm going to add some spicy pepper as well to make that dough very spicy. I'm going to begin by measuring my flour. So I'm going to start with half a cup of all-purpose flour. I'm making just enough for me. I spice that up with black pepper. That's to your taste. That's why I'm not telling you how much the quantity to put. The quantity should be to your taste. Well, at least for half a cup, I try to use like it. I'm also going to put salt to my own taste. Here I'm putting nutritional yeast. My granulated onion. If you're just starting out and you don't know what amount of ingredients to use, I would advise you use half a tablespoon of the black pepper, granulated onion, and a pinch of salt because you don't want it too salty, but salt it to your taste. The nutritional yeast should be at least 1 tablespoon. And then the other ingredients you can add as much as you want. You like bacon, add as much as you like. So I emptied out everything I had there. And then I'm going to add my spicy pepper, which I say is optional. If you do not like pepper, then you do not want to add that. And now I'm adding as much feta cheese as I like. You could do just the same. Add as much as you like. I'm going to stir all the dry ingredients in. I have here a glass of water. I'm just going to start by a little and then mix it until it is completely mixed in. So I have nicely mixed in all the ingredients. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to cover this up and I'm going to leave it in the refrigerator for 2 hours. So I use a press and seal wrap. I'm going to cover that up. You can cover it up with any other thing that you desire. If your confident has And so I place that in the refrigerator and I'm going to keep it there for 2 hours and we will continue from there. Okay guys, so it's been 2 hours since I had this put into the refrigerator. It is still a bit soft, that is good. Like I said, it's not like the conventional pizza dough that you have, so you're going to see this. So now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. You can add any kind of oil of your choice. That will add extra flavor. And now I'm going to mix it real nicely. And so I'm now going to keep that, put that aside, and then bring my pizza pan that I'm going to use. It's a wood actually. So I will be baking the pizza with this. I'm going to grease that board with a little bit of oil. Make it easy so I can take that pizza off when it is ready. That way it will not be sticky. I'm going to rub it in to make sure that every part of the board is greased. We can use a brush to brush that in, but I'm okay with this. So now I'm also going to sprinkle some flour. Like I said, this is just to make it easy for me to be able to take out the pizza when it's ready. So here I have greased the board as well as sprinkle some flour on it. I'm going to further mix that dough with my hand just to make sure that it is all well mixed in. Sometimes I keep the dough in the fridge for overnight. So now that I'm sure my dough is all mixed in nicely, I'm going to place it on that board. So I'm going to flatten that out. So I'm just going to roll that. Sprinkle a little bit of more flour to make it easy to roll. So I can spread it nicely on this board. That is nicely done. So I do have here some more ingredients that I have prepared. I have shredded chicken, mushrooms, olive, onions, and more cheese. So I'm going to spread that in here. First, I'm going to start with my cheese. So I spread in some cheese there, some olives, and then my mushrooms. You can also put here some tomato sauce like you have in the regular pizza. And I'm going to put in some spinach. So this is some baby spinach. So now having placed all my ingredients there, I'm still going to sprinkle more spices, just a little bit of black pepper on top, granulated onion, and some salt. all to your taste. If you notice, what is really missing here is the tomato paste that normally is put on pizza. You could use that if you want. I do use that sometimes with this. So I'm also going to now cover it up. My oven is already turned on at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I allow the oven to warm up for 10 minutes. So now I'm going to toss this in and allow it to bake for 30 minutes. So it's going to go into the oven and it's going to be there for 30 minutes. It's been 30 minutes, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to just open it up and allow it to sit in there uncovered. It looks good and smells good. So it's going to be there for another 20 minutes uncovered. So guys, here it is straight out of the oven. It is still very hot. But I'm just going to cut a little bit so I can dig in and show us. I mean, I have a pizza cutter. You can use that. I can't find where I kept mine, so I just go ahead and use a knife. So I cut a piece and dig in so we can see. Guys, this is very delicious. If you like this recipe, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, the Food Braggers Network. Be one of the first to be notified once I have uploaded new videos.